Hi, my name is Dan Seppala, and if you are watching this video, it means you got the link because I have your student in my pre-calculus class. And with it being early in the year and a strange year at that, I thought I would send this as just a way for people to put a face with a name. A lot of times that happens at conferences, but this year's just a little bit different, as we're all well aware of. And I thought I'd also fill you in a little bit on what's going on our Schoology page and just some of the things with how class works. I know with students being a little bit older in pre-calculus, there aren't quite as many questions as maybe there were back at the beginning of that ninth grade year. But like I said, sometimes it's nice to put a face with the name, and other times it's nice just to have a broad outline of what's going on in class, just to make sure maybe what's happening in class matches with what you're hearing at home from your student. So let's take a quick look at my Schoology page. So on our Schoology page here, there's going to be a folder for each week. You can kind of track where we're at currently by date of the folder. In this top folder for general resources, there's a lot here, more than you probably need to access or your student needs to access regularly by any means. But I'll point out a few things. My contact information is here. So that has email, you can Schoology message, there's a Google Voice number that you can message to. When students need to Zoom in, either if they request an appointment just to ask some questions, or our Digital Academy students, when they Zoom in, this is the link they use. One thing I'll point out is, especially as long as we continue to be in this hybrid model, most of our tests and quizzes are going to be done in distance learning so that everyone's on the same page, whether they're in Cohort A, Cohort B, or Digital Academy. And there is a free graphing calculator app that the students can add to their iPad that has everything that we're going to need. So if they aren't aware of that, I want to make you aware of it, because sometimes they'll come to you saying they need to buy a new calculator. Then as far as just the structure of the way class works, within each folder, most weeks, if not all weeks, there are going to be folders like this. Because different students come on different days, there's almost no way for us to keep track of Monday versus Tuesday. So the task 1, task 2, and task 3 are the 3 things that are going to be distance learning activities for absolutely everybody. When they get to them is not super important to me, as long as they're making progress throughout the week. So it's nice if they can get them done during week 2. But for instance, some students have to be in school on Monday, others on Tuesday, others are Digital Academy all the time. So these 3 are distance learning for everyone. And then inside are whatever pieces they need for that week. So here are some blank notes they can use as they watch this video. And then here's the practice worksheet they would do and where they would submit it for that day. And then pretty much in Always folder, we're also putting an answer key to that practice so they can check answers if they want. And some students like to just collect the filled in notes that I've written on to have as a reference as well. That's what that bottom one is. So that's what you're going to see in most of these task folders. This in-person / Zoom folder is kind of a combo. The students who are in hybrid, who are coming in either in Cohort A or Cohort B, this is where they'll find resources that we'll use in class. So this gas and electric bills is a little project we worked on in 2 pieces. This is where they referenced some documents that they needed, as well as saw the questions they needed to work on. For students who are Digital Academy, this folder is where they'll find everything they need to do that kind of parallels what we did in class, so that everyone's getting a comparable experience. This week, I will point out that we are wrapping up our first unit. And so inside these folders are our actual tests. Task 2 is technically a multiple choice test using our Schoology app. And task 3 is a free response test that they will work on and then submit. So you can watch for that next week as I grade these tests and as I get scores updated in the gradebook, is when I'm going to first start reaching out potentially to families who I have not heard from the student and if they're falling behind. Primarily in a course with older students, I try to contact the students first and touch base with them. And I've been having frequent communication with a lot of them actually, which is great. It helps me to get to know them a little bit, but also help them get up to speed. But next week, if I haven't heard from them in a while, and if things are missing and have been missing for a while, is when I might start reaching out to you to hopefully get things back on track. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'll try and keep this short. But I want to finish by saying thank you. Thank you for taking time to watch this. Hopefully that answered some questions you might have. But thank you for sending your students to us. whether you're sending them in hybrid right now or in Digital Academy. I love being a teacher and I love getting to work with them. I definitely want to help them learn pre-calculus, but please know I also want to support them in any way I can as a person. This is a challenging time, and in general, students are in a challenging time in their lives. And yes, I'm here to teach them pre-calculus, but if I can help support them in their journey as they finish up their education here at Apple Valley High School, I want to help support them any way I can. Have a wonderful day. Please feel free to sign up for conferences if there's a question or concern that you have, or drop an email or a Schoology message, or contact me via Google Voice if you want to get into contact that way. Have a great day.